I'm Gail Thomas, founder of the Virtual PA Company. We have an office full of secretaries that we share with small businesses and busy people. The secretaries work in teams of 3 and they handle and answer calls in the client's name, and they also do administration. Everything from diary management right through to invoice raising and chasing. So they're a pretty comprehensive support service, and the business was actually founded because I needed a secretary myself. I was almost an accidental business consultant, and I suddenly found myself with clients and a growing client base, and I really needed support to help with answering calls, handling my diary, booking travel arrangements and so on. So when I sat down to share my secretary, I realised that I had an idea for a business, and we've been doing it now for 11 years, and thousands of businesses have passed through our doors for their various forms of support. So true to that form, when social media came along, you can tell by looking that I'm of a certain age, so it didn't actually come that naturally to me, but I knew that along with the best of them, I had to get out there and start blogging and tweeting and Facebooking and all of that kind of thing. And as the main person responsible for driving growth in the business, all of that fell to me. So I recognised its importance in the business, but equally, as I say, it wasn't something that came naturally, and it was kind of one of those things that made me feel a bit inside when I had to take on that kind of a challenge. So I recognised that social media was important in the business, but I also recognised that I needed some kind of help. For me, any kind of course or apprenticeship or help that I could get with social media was immediately appealing. And so when I heard about the Digital Youth Academy and the Social Digital Apprenticeship, it was something that I was instantly interested in for my business. The benefits for me have been huge. I think we all recognise the feeling that we get when you have to do something that you know you ought to do and you don't really want to do. So what you do is spend, something that might take you 15 minutes to do, you spend an hour and a half trying not to do it by shuffling around and not quite getting things done. For us to have someone in the office who comes almost instantly with those skills has been huge. I'm now blogging and tweeting and having no problem with it because the execution of it is actually taken over by our apprentice Ashley. Other benefits for us in the nature of what we do is that we have a client base ourselves. So as I said in the beginning, I founded the business because for me, having to deal with my calls and manage my own diary was getting increasingly difficult. And as I've just said, blogging, tweeting, Facebook and Pinterest and all these newfangled things that kept turning up just weighed heavily and loomed large. And so what we've been able to do with Ashley is actually put her skills into the workplace for our clients as well. So it just makes incredible sense for me as a business person to have this kind of apprenticeship. And I think in the future, probably up to certainly a quarter and up to a third of our recruits will come through this means, because we need to have these skills in our workplace. We've been able to productise our service and put together social media packages for our clients. Ashley turned up and she is very immediately fee earning for us, which is hugely beneficial. And I would say that from our perspective, anyone else thinking about having a social media apprentice should bear in mind 2 things. The first is that this apprenticeship actually turns the traditional apprenticeship model on its head. In a traditional sense, an apprentice comes into the business and the business teaches the apprentice how to do their job. In this scenario, the apprentice turns up with instant skills that don't currently exist, certainly in our business and probably in most. So the apprenticeship itself turns up and teaches something to the business which is instantly beneficial. So the financial risks are mitigated for businesses, which reduces the barrier to having a social digital apprenticeship on board. And in addition, what's really lovely to see is that the apprentices that I've met myself, and certainly in the case of Ashley, is that they come with a confidence that they have an immediate value, and they really do make a difference, as Ashley has to our business Very, very quickly. She's been with us 3 months and already she earns fees, she's paying her way, she has a value that I and all of the rest of the team really appreciate, as do our clients.